together tonight that you saw you limited them to 31% from the three-point line? They're used to shooting 41.
Well, sometimes it's the same thing I said before the game, really. I mean, sometimes the ball goes in, sometimes it doesn't, and you do everything you can against a team that's that good. And, we worked at it. I think we'll watch the tape. I think I see, hopefully our contests were better, but we were fortunate. Sometimes teams don't shoot as well, and we've had a lot of teams shoot well against us, and tonight, it went back in our favor.
Quin, Trae was back. It's the tied the arena record, almost the 30th year of the arena. Just how do you sum up a highlight like that, a 2022 game?
Well, I think really after our start, there was frustration. There was from our whole team, and it's probably the most significant thing for me in the game is the way we reacted to being down, and Trae in particular. And that's something that has been a point of emphasis for him, just keeping his poise. And, he always, if we start slow, there's usually, he's the head of the snake. And he can't internalize that, to the extent that it takes him back. And he threw himself into the game. And, probably the biggest thing in my mind that he did tonight is he really just pushed the ball. And he did a great job forcing tempo. And, he forced guys to run. And then whether it was him pushing on the dribble or even more importantly, passing the ball ahead. And he gave guys opportunities to make plays in the open court and trusted his teammates.
When it comes to the shooting, the Hawks had a really good shooting from beyond the arc. Can you just talk about your team answering that call for you guys wanting more?
Yeah, I mean, that's been, as you know, a point of emphasis for us. And we've talked about having our eyes out. And I think at the beginning of the game, we struggled with that a little bit. And, when you're playing two guys that, like Allen and Mobley, that, they're both, you had two of the best shot blockers in the league. And you just have to know when that shot, even though you're close to the rim or you're driving. And we haven't spaced for each other as well either. So it was not only the player that was passing the ball out, but it was also the guys on the perimeter that were working to space and get themselves open and then not being reluctant to shoot.
Just finally, one more for me. I don't want to get too ahead of anything, but now that the Hawks are healthier, are there things starting to come together that you notice? Like you're talking about the spacing and the shifting, but are there things you can point to that are coming together now that you've got it?
We just got to keep working. As I said, really at the beginning of the year, and we've tried to be consistent with our group that the things that we need to do to win, we don't always have a huge margin for error, certainly not against a team like Cleveland. So that's where our focus needs to be until those things become more habitual. We're not there yet by any means. I think in some ways, being down early made us focus even more on the things, on all those little things. You call a timeout, it's not we need to make an adjustment or do one thing. We just got to do a lot of things at a higher level. And I think part of it for our guys is just raising the bar on themselves. Continue to demand that of, one another, but as much as that on ourselves. And I thought we had more of that tonight, but, it's a long season and, we'll try to keep getting better, but we've got a long way to go. Okay. All right.
Trae, I don't know how many you finished with. I don't have a stat sheet, but what was going so well for you tonight?
I think I hit a few shots early. I was just in a good rhythm. I think we were moving the ball as a team. I think Trae had probably, it says 22 assists. So, he was really getting off the ball, and, he was finding, everyone in good spots.
A lot of people don't necessarily talk about, even though he's leading the league in assists, talk about him as kind of the playmaker. I mean, what does it mean to have a guy like that who can, get his shot when he needs to, but he's also keeping all you guys involved?
It's big, for the smallest guy on the floor, he sees the floor really well. He makes on-time passes, usually where guys can shoot it, and, it's just up to us to make the shot, and, we made a lot of shots tonight.
You guys won in Boston as well, and then you come in here and you beat a team that had not lost on its home floor all year. I mean, is that a nice kind of a building block going forward?
Definitely. We just got to, keep building. We can't get too high off this one win. We got to play them again on Friday. Like I said, we just got to celebrate this one and get ready for that one.
Bogey's only been back for a handful of games. I also don't know how many he finished with, but his shot was going in for him today. How excited are you to see his shot go back for him?
It's big for Bogey. He's a shot maker. We all know that. He works really hard. So, I'm expecting those shots to go in when he shoots them in the game. And, sometimes guys get in slumps and, they don't shoot well for a period of time. But a guy like Bogey, he works so hard and he's such a good shooter. I know he's gonna be all right.
Thank you, Trae.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Trae, you got a lot of big games in this building, but this was the biggest yet. How would you have it going so efficiently tonight to tie the arena record with 22 assists?
It was a good game. I got everybody involved. I don't think it was my best one. I didn't shoot the ball really well. I could have made some more shots for my team and had some really good looks. So, but I'm gonna make those shots. My teammates made shots, and I got them the ball in the spots that they like, and they made plays. That's how you get an assist. So it's teamwork.
Trae, can you take us through that sequence? You lose the ball. I think Jerome goes down for the layup.
Mm-hmm.
Next possession, you almost lose it again. Gather, and you drop like a 39-footer.
Yeah. What's your question about it? I'm sorry.
Just take us through that, like kind of how that was all unfolding and just being able to have the composure to pick it up and drop it.
Yeah, I was frustrated at myself after I lost the first one. I felt like I got bumped and the ref didn't call it. This is late in the game, so I get it. And but I started dribbling and the ball wasn't in front of me like I thought. So he got a steal and got a good three. And then the next possession down, I think we called a timeout. And the next possession down, similar thing kind of happened. And I couldn't let my team down twice in a row, so I had to make a play. And I think when I caught the ball after I bobbled it, I still had 10 seconds left. So I still knew I had a little bit of time to go make a play, and that's what happened.
Obviously, they're off to a great start.
Yeah.
I know it's early in the season, but what does it mean to come in here and beat a team that had not lost on its home floor and was 17-1?
Yeah, they're a really good team, and they've been playing really well all year. And I feel like we've been a little bit inconsistent with how we've been playing, but the times that we've been playing really well, we've been playing really well. And if we can just find some type of consistency with the way we play really well, I think it'll help us. And you could kind of see how we play when we're all healthy and we're all playing really well and we're playing at a high level, what we can do. And still, guys could have been better too, all of us. So it was great. It was great to get this win against a really good team on the road for sure.
It's a career high for you for assists. You knew